I'm here with Catherine Colle from Midway Labs, and we're at ECRM's Vitamin, Weight Management, and Sports Nutrition session in Phoenix. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great, glad to have you. And what I wanted to talk about today is social media. But before we get into that, could you talk a little bit about your company?
Yeah.
Tell us its origin and the products that you're selling.
Yeah, of course. So Midway Labs is the mother brand. We have a lot of different brands under the Midway brand, but it was actually founded in 1991, and it's mainly extensive international presence in South America.
Okay.
Down there, we're inside all the big box retailers like Walmart, CVS, and we have expanded to United States.
Gotcha.
So in the United States, we have two main brands, and one of them is the brand that I created. It's called Glamour Nutrition,
Okay.
and it's a beauty from within products. So it's nutricosmetics, it's collagen, we have beauty shots, we have beauty sleep, all different products that work from the inside out to bring the natural beauty. And the other brand that we have is Military Trail, which is a sports nutrition side of the business. And that brand focuses more on the pre-workouts, creatines, but the cool thing about that brand is that we donate 5% of the proceeds back to charities that support veterans and law enforcement.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of the, I follow Dakota Meyer
Yes.
on Instagram, so
He's
I see
one
some
of
of
our
the things you've done.
ambassadors, yeah.
Okay, and speaking of Instagram, you do a lot on social media. I know both for yourself and for the company. And one thing that I've noticed is she's very engaged with her followers. I mean,
Yes.
it's one thing to have a lot of followers, but your followers are constantly going back and forth with you.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and how you're leveraging social media, both your own and the company's social media?
Yeah, I mean, I think nowadays social media, everybody's on their phones constantly 24/7, so we have to take advantage of that. And the more that you engage your own social media and you're showing, the behind the scenes, like I show everybody where I'm going to meetings,
Yes.
where I'm traveling to, they see me in the airport like every other day.
Yep.
And like I keep my private life private. I don't really show that part.
But it's your
But it's
work
my,
life. Your
my
work life is out
you
there.
know, because I have like tons of clients that follow me. I get new businesses through Instagram. It's really interesting to see how that platform, it kind of almost turns into a LinkedIn in a sense, because I have like nutrition stores reaching out to me. I have new clients or like daughter of clients that follow me, and then I realize it, and it's just a better way to make it more personable. And the whole engaging, it's very important because there's a lot of people with a lot of followers, like hundreds of thousands of followers. But when you look at the engagement rate,
how do you stay engaged with that many people?
and also like by the comments, for example, you can see their engagement rate by the comments when you put up the questions and the direct messages. So me, for example, I don't have a lot of followers. I don't have a ton of them. I'm close to like 16,000, I think, right now.
I believe you're up to 18,000 now, but they're
I don't
very
even know.
very active.
I don't even know, but that's the thing. They're very active. Like every single day, it's tons of. I can't reply to all the messages, but that definitely helps the business a ton.
And they know that you're there. You're paying attention because during this trip, I saw you posted a question, where am I? And I was watching all the answers come in, and you're responding to their answers. So just little things like that, they know it almost makes them have a personal connection with you.
Oh yeah, and also that was my first engagement with the company, was actually the social media. I started working at 13 years old.
Wow.
And I built the first social media platform from Midway Labs and Facebook, YouTube, and the redesigning of the website. And now our Facebook page in Brazil, for Midway Labs Brazil, has over 800,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, 800,000 likes actually.
And now, do you have one that's here too? You have one in Brazil and one here?
Yeah, so we have to segment the markets because it's different languages, different products. So in the United States, we have 3 main social medias. One for Glamour Nutrition, which is the most engagement, and we do tons of marketing with influencers in there. And the good thing is that you can talk to the end consumers.
Yes.
So that's the best part of it, because you get the feedback right there and then.
Okay. How do you use the influencers that you work with? What kind of engagement do they have? Are you looking for people with a lot of followers, or are you looking for more engaged?
So actually, no, I don't go by the number of followers.
Okay.
I much prefer to work on the details. We analyze, for example, the amount of comments versus what kind of followers do they have.
Yeah.
We've worked in the past with a lot of like model influencers, and we realized that wasn't the right way to go for Glamour, because the majority of their followers were men.
Yeah.
So that's something that we always keep in mind, is not even the amount of followers, but the engagement. And sometimes you will be surprised. The ones that have the least amount of followers give the most results.
And that's an interesting point. You said a lot of the female influencers in Glamour, their followers are men. A lot of them are men.
The ones that we, in the past, we've done, so it's a trial and error, you know, and now what we're doing more is the bloggers, it's even the moms, you know, the people who are more personable in a sense, and doesn't necessarily needs to be like the supermodels, you know.
So Facebook, Instagram, what else?
YouTube, very important. YouTube is another really huge platform. You know, there's so many new platforms that are showing
Snapchat,
up. But you have to always be updated. And then, and talking about Snapchat, so at the Mr. Olympia, which is another event we were at, Midway Labs was like the main sponsor there.
I saw you on stage. Yeah.
So we did a Snapchat filter for the entire perimeter of the events. So people, you know, that were there could just use the Snapchat.
They could put that filter.
Yes.
That's great.
So there's so many ways that you can reach an audience nowadays, and especially, it's not even just young people anymore. Everybody's on their phones. Everybody's on Instagram. So it's, if you don't do those things, you're missing out on a big opportunity.
Yes, definitely. So what would you recommend, because a lot of our supplier customers are emerging brands, so they don't have a big budget. What would you recommend for them, how to get started?
I think as a recommendation is definitely there are influencers out there who will do posts per product. They will, what you can do also is give them a discount code too. So instead of you having to pay them up front, you give them the product, you negotiate with them what would be a percentage of a commission. So when people buy your product with their discount code, they will get a commission off that.
This way you're not paying in the front end, you're paying on the back end.
Also, I would say that when you're making advertisement campaigns on the Facebook and Instagram, which is the actual sponsor post, try to narrow your audience as much as possible and always go for a smaller region. So the more niche you get in the smaller region, the more results you're going to get versus going so broad in a larger region. So targeted, a lot more targeted. Yes.
And this is something that retailers can do too, like if they're promoting their private brands.
Yes. I mean, it's everyone. You can do that even like for yourself if you want to promote yourself. But I think the key point to make sure that your dollars go to the right place is to really know who your audience is. Depending on your product. I know that there's products that you can have a wide range, like of age and you know, and locations, but you're gonna have to pick who you think is gonna be the audience that's going to respond better, and also the content that you're going to be doing is very important.
Content is king.
Yes. So your content has to be right for that particular audience too.
Okay, and I guess it's got to be tailored to the platform as well.
Yes. So each platform has different rules too.
Yes.
And it's, you know, you find out once you do it, like Facebook and Instagram, you can't have too much text on your image. Even something like this, it would be either flagged, it wouldn't go up as a post, or it wouldn't reach as many people because of the text. So there's little details like that you start to find out the more that you use, and it's all trial and error. And they all change their features. Like
they're always updating.
Always updating. So definitely, you know, if you have like an expert in that field, that will help a lot. But I definitely wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't spend too much money all at once in one post. That's for sure. You have to diversify
and keep it consistent.
Yes. Yes, and even with the influencers too, consistency is key, because your influencers are kind of like, especially their Instagram platform nowadays, they're kind of like the billboards. So instead of putting up a billboard, you put there on the influencer, but you also have to make sure that it's going to be good for their audience, not too salesy, and also informative, where people are going to see that post and they're going to be like, oh wow, this is cool.
They're going there for information, so not necessarily sales pitches.
And also don't expect to just have sales out of the gate, right off the gate. You know, especially when it comes to the influencers, because when it's a post, they cannot even put a link there.
Yeah.
Only on the stories. So with the post, people may save that, people may look at it, and then they look at it again, there's a new post, and they say, oh, okay, I will try this. But it's not going to be something that you see the results next day.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different, every platform has different details.
Yep. Are you a Gary Vaynerchuk fan?
I've heard about him.
Okay, because he would love what you're doing, because
really?
he has he talks a lot about something what he refers to as document, don't create. In other words, document what you're doing with customers, or in your everyday business life.
Yeah.
Which you're already doing.
Yeah, the more personal you get, the more people will want to see you, because they don't want to see a scripted, movie. Like they can go
they
to
like
movies
authenticity.
And watch it.
Authenticity.
Yes, just be authentic self. Just be.
Well, you definitely are.
Oh, thank you.
So some great advice here for everybody. How can everybody find you guys?
Well, you can find us through our website.
Okay.
You can look through
And that's Midway?
All our brands are under midwaylabsusa.com, or also you can go to glamournutrition.com. We're on social media too, Glamour Nutrition on Instagram, Midway Labs USA, Military Trail US, and then myself, Colle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out.
All right,
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.